Good morning, guys. We are in the car. The sat-nav is talking to us. We are on our way, aren't we, Ben?
Yes.
To Chelsea Flower Show press day. We are really excited. We've just dropped Harvey off at a friend and we are driving into London today. Usually I get the train, but Ben isn't a huge fan of trains.
No.
So to remove the issue with the train, we are just driving. And we are going to have a great day. We have been together to press day before. Last year I went on my own. Well, I didn't go on my own, I went with a friend. But it is a really, how would you describe it? I mean, it is the most prestigious flower show in the world. It's quite mind-boggling how these gardens get created so quickly. It literally transports you like to another place. You will look at a garden in a really small space and you just won't believe that that is an actual real garden, and it just makes you feel like you're somewhere else in the world. It's incredible. So we can't wait to see all of the amazing gardens. There are lots of amazing garden products to see, loads of amazing plants. It's going to be a busy day and we're going to take you along with us.
There is such a nice atmosphere at Chelsea. We were very, very privileged to attend on press day. You will see how busy it even is, so we just wanted to soak it all up. So I'm going to do a voiceover talking through some of my favourite bits. You can see why this stunning Japanese tea garden was a gold medal winner. All of the gardens give you so much inspiration, and I think you can take away little nuggets that you see in all of the gardens, whether it's the planting, whether it is certain features that you see. Lots of the gardens feature water. There are just so many different things to be looking at all the time. King's Trust Garden had added splashes of colour with these amazing panels. I think lots of us love the sound of water in gardens, and this rain dance garden sounded so mesmerising. But it's not only the gardens that are beautiful. Lots of the stands all around the site are planted up beautifully. It's actually really hard to believe when you spend the day at Chelsea that the grounds that these gardens are built on just have none of these amazing trees or any of these plants. The garden designers work so hard to make these gardens feel like they have always been here, and it really, really is unbelievable to actually get to experience it in real life. What I love is that you can look at planting or you can look at certain features in these gardens and actually think about how you could recreate that in your own garden. Ben loved this little pergola area in this garden, and I was totally in awe of the planting in this amazing garden. And actually, lots of the plants I've actually got in my very own garden too. So you can even create this sort of planting on a budget if you're going to grow from seed and plant lots of bulbs. Something that you definitely notice in all the gardens is that they've got amazing pathways. And I think sometimes that's forgotten when we're creating our own gardens, that you should have a pathway and a bit of a journey going through your own garden. It just really helps to bring everything together. I absolutely adored the planting in this garden and the huge big water bowl. This is just a bit of me. I definitely have already ordered some of the plants that I fell in love with at Chelsea. And if you are on a budget, you can just buy the plants that you can afford and just learn to take cuttings and propagate them over the years so that you can fill your garden with these gorgeous plants. As always, Chelsea always has lots of foxgloves, and it's the perfect time to be sowing those from seed right now. We loved the little monorail in this garden. It's really lovely to see how gardens can be fun for kids too. All around the show are the most incredible stands selling wonderful garden products, definitely out of our budget, but a joy to see such beautiful creativity. Sometimes you have to remind yourself that it is the most prestigious garden show in the world, so there are people who definitely will be wanting some of these things in their garden. Then into the floral marquee, which literally is a giant marquee that has got everything inside. It has got fruit, it's got veg, it's got flowers, it's got trees, it's got ornaments. It literally has everything, and it is stunning. The smell of the rose displays was just out of this world. What I love about the displays in the floral marquee is that they are actually designed so that you can walk through them and really get a good look of everything. The gardens in the main show you can't actually go into even on press day, but it is really nice to be able to immerse yourself in these amazing displays. Everywhere you look, there is just inspirational plants which are grown by just the most amazing companies all over. It's actually a great opportunity to meet some of these amazing companies that grow these plants. Lots of things can be bought online, and they will always welcome you to go and visit them wherever they are in the country. It really is their opportunity to showcase what they do and show off some of the most amazing plants. Absolutely everywhere you look, there is inspiration and there is plants. You will come away with a really long list of plants that you fall in love with because you just can't help it. It's everywhere. There's actually so much to see that I often think you have to go around several times just to soak it all up, because often you'll miss things the first time that you go around. We're definitely guilty of that. You take your eyes off the ball or have a little chat and get distracted, and before you know it, you've walked past 3 stands and you have to go back round again. The colour, the passion, the vibrancy, it all shows through. And these amazing teams of people put together these displays hoping that they're going to win an award. And lots of these displays got gold and silver awards for their outstanding work. This bit of the garden in here really caught mine and Ben's eye, because in the middle, as you walked through, there was an absolutely gigantic stone feature in the middle, which actually was as tall as the marquee, and we were really curious to know how on earth it had got in there. It was just enormous, but just look how established all of the trees and plants are. It just doesn't look like this wouldn't have been here a month ago. It looks like it's been here forever. Agricultural Plants had an amazing stand, and they're actually just down the road from where Ben and I live here in West Sussex, so it was nice to say hi to them because I'd recently been to an event of theirs, and it was lovely to see the amazing plants that they had picked for their display to bring along. And it's just a perfect example of another company that just prides themselves in really unusual plants, and being able to show off what they do best is just amazing. Everywhere you look, there is amazing colour, but this one really caught my eye. This is She Grows Veg, and they sell an amazing range of really, really unusual fruit and vegetable seeds. Some stuff that you never ever would have even seen before. So you could buy seeds for any of these unusual things that you could see on their display. It literally was just like a rainbow of vegetables. It was so beautiful. Even if you don't think you're into growing veg, trust me, when you've seen some of these displays, you'll really be inspired to give it a go. It's always really exciting when you find a plant you love, just like I love delphiniums, to see what the growers are growing, any new varieties that are coming through, and just to see just the size and the quality of some of these plants that are just grown by absolute specialists in their field. They are always so full of knowledge and are so helpful, and you can just learn so much from speaking to these amazing teams of people that do this all the time. The displays were just phenomenal, and again, you just can't even believe that this has been created all for this amazing show. It just is incredible. And then one of my favourite stands in the floral marquee is always the David Austin Rose stand, and it's exciting on Chelsea Week because they launched their new rose. So we were desperate to find where the new rose was, and again, another stunning display where you actually get to walk through the display and just soak it all up. I can't even tell you how strong the smell was going through here. It was just beautiful. And I always really like to look at the roses that I've got in my garden to see what they will be like in a few years' time as well. It was actually really clever how David Austin had done this display. You sort of had to walk all the way around, and then the new King's Rose was right in the centre of the display. It's like we could see it through the little windows, but you couldn't quite get to it right until the end. But it was worth the wait. It's a very traditional looking rose. It's not one that I would have in my garden, but it was absolutely beautiful. This stand had the most incredible varieties of hosta, and again, it's so nice to see varieties that you probably have never seen before. So it's a great way of adding to your little shopping list. And then I always love this clematis stand. They are just the most incredible display, and the flowers are huge. I've actually got a couple of these in my garden now. Every year it just takes your breath away, and you can walk through it, and how they're presented is just incredible. I absolutely love a clematis. There's always fresh flowers to look at too, and these peonies were just out of this world. Again, it's great to actually see them in flower like this, because there might be peonies that you've got on your wish list for your own garden, and actually being able to see them in bloom really helps you to know what varieties you might like in your garden. We found this amazing stand that had the most stunning water features, but it wasn't only the water features that caught my eye, it was actually the planting, and I just loved how contemporary and beautiful all of the planting in this area looked. It was a little bit eye-watering how much that water bowl was, but it did look absolutely stunning. And again, there are people who definitely would buy that for their garden, just wasn't on our list for today. Can you even imagine having a garden so big that you could have a huge driftwood horse like this? Some of these sculptures are just phenomenal. I just always find it incredible what is on display here. It's just so wonderful to see. And, you know, we can dream. Even if you can't afford the items that are for sale, you definitely can recreate some of the planting that you see. I was really excited to see Monty Don's garden. We didn't get the best view of this garden. It was quite busy and the planting was incredible. It was very well established and quite tall, so I didn't get a very good look into the garden. But I have got a bit of a thing for burgundy at the moment, and there was so much gorgeous burgundy and plum tones in these gardens. Some of this is definitely on my wish list for my garden next year. We are back. We're back from Chelsea Flower Show. We have picked the children up, put some warm cosy clothes on, and we've just made a cup of tea. And I'm now back in my beautiful garden. We have had such a lovely day at Chelsea. I have filmed lots of bits, but it's not like a talky vlog, because I really feel sometimes that when you're at these events, it was really, really lovely to get to spend the day with Ben. There is so much to see at Chelsea. There are the show gardens, there's all the amazing plants in the floral marquee, there's lots of amazing shopping, there's just so much to see, and you kind of just want to soak it all up and take it all in. So that's exactly what we did. Hopefully you will see and get a real feel of exactly what Chelsea Flower Show is like. It's just buzzing with excitement. Everyone's having a great time, and it is such a privilege to be able to visit on press day. So we had a really great day.